Okay, Wild Days the Calloways. Here's what we're doing today. Today, the rest of these seats need to come out with the exception of obviously the front two. So I need to get that middle seat out. I already took the other one out. Did that probably, I don't know, the first week we got it. So it's time for that one to come out, and it's time for this big one to come out, which has a couple electrical things attached to it because it's got all kinds of automatic up and down. It is actually connected to several spots in here. I think there's 3 different access points for the slide forward, slide back, tilt up, tilt down. But this thing, as premium as a leather as it is, it's time for it to go. And hopefully it won't be too difficult. I've already got the appropriate sizes out to start unscrewing the bottom of this. There's a couple different sizes. 9/16. What's this other one? A 3/4, 3/4. So, about to start unscrewing and then maybe start messing with these wires a little bit and hope that we can get this thing out so we're one step closer to putting the actual flooring in. This is what it looks like underneath. The last time you'll ever see it like this. Big changes are about to happen starting today. Been kind of hesitant for a little while because it's such a pretty van. But the whole point is van life, so in order to do that, these things have got to change. Time to get it going. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? All right, there's some progress. This one. Oh, shit. 2 down. You know what I bet? Bet these bolts right here, the big ones that don't feel like they're getting any looser, are attached to something underneath the van. Yeah. Alright, well, I knew this was going to be more challenging than it seemed like it was going to be. So, let's figure it out. There's definitely a bolt up under here that needs to get untightened. So I got my deep socket, 3/4 inch. Where is it? I was just looking at it. See that one? There's one back behind it. There. So this should be challenging, but it'll work. Alright, so trying to figure out if this is going to be a 2-person job, seeing how one person needs to be on top of the nut, one on the bottom with the bolt. Gonna spray a little WD-40, try to make it a little bit easier on myself and maybe me and Lindsay if we end up needing 2 people. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but initially I'm going to go ahead and put this wrench back on the bolt itself, and I'm going to get underneath it, and hopefully whenever I spin it, it will tighten up against the wall and break itself loose. It won't take much. So that should spin around as I'm spinning around the bottom, catch the side, and hopefully do the trick. Alright, WD-40 in combination with sticking the wrench worked. Sticking the wrench up against the wall of the van. Easier with 2 hands. I can hear it banging around in the van. That's one. 3 left. All right, so I see now that first nut that I took off, looks like it has the threading sticking up. I don't know if I can remove that from underneath or not. Hopefully so. Up underneath there is slightly more difficult. To contort your hand and your body to unscrew something like that. Typical, I've been underneath enough vehicles to know. But I was able to set up a wrench down there to where it's, that's the one that's actually stuck next to something instead of this one, and this is a little bit easier from inside the van to unscrew. So, 2 down, working on this third one, and one after that. Hanging on by a thread now, come on. Got it. So I'm basically repeating the same method as the last one, which was a little bit easier to do, which is hang up the thing underneath it, hang up the wrench underneath it to where it can't move under there, and I unscrew from up here. Believe it or not, this is more comfortable. As uncomfortable as it is. Come on, get back on there. Here we go. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. All right, so the last one's just about done. Look, I had to contort my body into some pretty crazy positions. Well, that's 4 of the ones that were up underneath. Now I have 4 holes going from underneath the van up through the van. That will be something that we will fill in later with caulk or some sort of something close to it. Whew, my arms. You can see a little progress has happened. Sometimes you gotta use a cheater bar. Much easier. Taking the seat belt out, and whatever the hell is connected to it. It's like a powerful magnet of sorts. As far as I could tell, this is the last screw. Huh. I'll be damned. Look at that. You know what that says? No lie, I just found this underneath here. Appalachian Trail button. AT button. That's only crazy because other than us hiking the Appalachian Trail, this is what I found. This is our bumper sticker. I mean, look how identical. Actually, it is the exact same thing. If this bumper sticker wasn't meant for this vehicle, look, this is blowing my mind. Yeah. A footpath for those who seek fellowship with the wilderness. It's identical. How is this possible? Lindsay's gonna freak out when I tell her this. I mean, seriously, small freaking world, because I I just don't know how else this could happen. I bet no other van has this little button on it, especially after the bumper sticker's been put on it for the Appalachian Trail. Crazy. When I did that bolt that was for the seatbelt, you can see this thing's doubling it up. This thing and this thing are loose. Might be connected back underneath the van somewhere. That was a ground for all the electrical stuff in here in order for this thing to go up and down. So it's connected to the van, but we're gonna have to get that out of there. We had to take apart the actual bed just a little bit because that's the only way it would work. It'd be smart to take this chair out first. Here it is. It is our living space. Holy crap. Queen size bed, some stuff. Look, we can actually do real measurements now. Long time coming.
Chaser!
Come here.
What up?
Chaser. Oh, that's my boy. All right, next step is really getting this floor going, cutting out some of this carpet, measurements, get measurements, the real design part. So super exciting. We accomplished a lot today in a very short amount of time. Glad Lindsay was able to come help because I couldn't have done that by myself, straight up. So it's looking good. Dream is coming together. Wild days, the Calloways. This is my first time to really check out the spare tire. Now, all the tires were Goodyear, so somebody put some pretty solid tires on them. And I was always kind of wondering about this spare tire, but just had to remove it so that we could open these doors all the way to get the back seat off. So finally got to take a good look, and boom, the tread on it is really spectacular. About a brand new tire. Looks really good. Hell, that might be like a white wall thing. I don't know. It looks like it's been in there for a while. This thing looks like an expensive, nice tire.